What's happening, party people? Yes, I am still in Chicago. I think I'm on car number 3. It takes longer than I expected, but again, we have things that we got scheduled, and then things get added to the list, extends the service of each vehicle. But hey, we're helping people save money. That's what we're all about. And man, the best way to save money is watch the videos closely, do the work yourself. Second best way to save money is, of course, have me do it. Third best way to save money is have somebody that you know do it if they don't break something and cost you more money. And then, of course, you always have the option of taking your car to a mechanic or the dealer. So that's your options. I don't know what else to say. Hey, I wanted to take a few minutes to thank a few people that have made donations toward helping me get the t-shirt and logo printer that I want. I made a video a couple days ago, so even before I made the video, I just made mention of it, and somebody named Kevin, I don't know exactly who this is, they jumped on CashApp and sent me more money than I'm asking my supporters for. So hey, I appreciate Kevin. Of course, my friend Matt out there in the Seattle area, JC Garrison stepped up, and shoosh, he did 5 times what I asked people to do. And again, when you are able to fix something yourself because of some video or something I made, you definitely save probably in excess of $400 for each repair. So I mean, a lot of people have gotten things from the video, and I'm not asking people that already send support to do this. Hey, just a little bit of help. I get people all the time say, hey, Robert, man, come to my area, I'll buy you a beer. Well, I could spend $1,000 getting to your area for a free beer. I appreciate the beer offer, but I don't drink because I don't have a habit that I don't want to fund like that. I don't smoke, I don't drink, don't do crack. I just do things that mostly help others. One example is I might spend 2 to 3 hours a day replying to questions that people have about their vehicle to help them save money. I could shut all this down and make everything pay per assistance and buy my own printer. But instead, I decided to do my best, try to help people save money. And hey, I wanted a printer. I asked people to help me with it. If you want to help me, great. I do appreciate it. I'm going to get the printer whether people help me or not. I just hate to get in debt over something like that when I got thousands of people that watch the videos every day that say they care and want to help. So there that is. Also had a person that went to GoFundMe. Their name's anonymous. Man, I appreciate your support. And then my good friend Mark out there in the San Diego area sent some support. So shout out to those that help. I appreciate it. I want to answer a few questions for those that are questioning, why I want my own printer. Well, because I want my own printer. One guy said, what's in it for him? Well, I offered to pay you back for your donation through 20% of anything that you get from me. If you don't use the videos, you don't care, just go away. I don't need your negative impact on you expressing that, hey, life is all about what's in it for me, selfish, greedy, whatever you want to call it. People here at the Robert DIY channel, we help other people, we care about other people, and we try to help things happen for other people. So if that's not something that you're interested in doing and you're just out here scouting YouTube to find out what's in it for you, go away. There's plenty of other content creators that are giving away the same information that I am. Have a great day. This comment basically saying they think I'll be better off using some kind of service. Well, I can't control the quality that those services put out. It takes effort to set those up, use them. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't want to use their service. I want my own. Just like people like their own game console for playing video games, people like their own cars for getting from point A to B. They don't want to ride the bus. I don't use other people's equipment. I want my own. So that's that. and then I have this comment where somebody's agreeing with that last comment. And I just say again, I do understand that there's services out there that could produce what I want. I'm not buying the machine to try to turn it into some kind of income revenue stream for me that's going to help me get rich. I don't really have time to do all that stuff. I just want the ability to do one-ups or send things to my fans or do things that I consider fun. I want my own. I don't want to use the other service. So if you don't want to support that, hey, I appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts with me. Have a great day. But for those of you that are out there that want to help me get something that I want, I appreciate your support. God bless you. Other than that, man, a strange thing I've noticed over the past month is that the views have dropped dramatically. I think they're probably cut in half. Up to a month ago, I was getting on average 700 views a video. That is down to like 350 maybe. So I'm going to ask you guys to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Not sure if it's the summer fun. I'm still getting a lot of views in general on the channel, but just not on these daily videos. Now, these resto-mod videos, I've been posting, I guess, double videos because I make a video for the day and then I edit that video just for that project so I can make the customer or whoever's vehicle it is a special playlist for them. So if you see the same thumbnail the second time, it's likely that video for their playlist. Now, I could make that video unpublished and then they'd have to get the link to watch it, but I decided to make it public so other people could click on it and watch it if they want. So there's that. Other than that, we're done with Sebastian's resto mod. So today's video should be the last video of that duplication. Again, I'm in Chicago trying to help everybody I can. Hang in there if you're waiting, and I will do my best to get to you as soon as possible. So hope you all enjoyed today's clips. Have a great day. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you could click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. There it is, folks. Day 10. We'll be shooting to get this thing on the ground and test drove today. Got a few loose ends to tie up and get cracking. In the meanwhile, I'm going to test drive Sebastian's S70. He's got some rear end noise going on. So I'm going to take it for a cruise, see if I figure out what it is, if it sounds familiar. Let's get cracking. Sebastian passed the milestone of 180 yesterday. How exciting. Have a car running real good at this old age. It's got a service light. We're going to see if we can reset that, figure out what's going on with this check engine light, and keep it moving. Look at that vacuum. Man, that's nice. See if we can hear what's going on in this rear end. Deep, 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 deep. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-ba-da-dee, ba-da, doo-dee-doo-doo-doo. Nothing so far, but that turbo breathing like young Darth Vader. We got three kind of minor things. One of them's a little annoying. When you're going slow, you hit the brakes, your ABS activates. That kind of sucks. We got a little noise in the rear end here. Certain bumps sound like a spring perch securing thing is loose. Then there's a little rattle in the exhaust. Sound like it's hitting on something. Maybe a exhaust hanger's busted. So let's get inside, get this finished. Maybe we'll get that on the rack and see what's going on with it. We have the clutch bled, the exhaust pipe on. Now we're getting ready to flush the brake system with nice clean brake fluid. Get all the brake calipers bled, and gonna let it down on the ground or close to the ground so that we can put in the intercooler piping. That's next. We're gonna go ahead and test the brake fluid for moisture content. This was the stuff out of the rears. Man, I thought that would be worse than that. Passed the test. Let's check the fronts. We got the air box in, the cold air intake in from Snail, most of the intercooler piping in, and we figured out that the short shifter hits the bottom of the air box. Second, fourth, and reverse lifts the air box up about 1/4 of an inch. So the head of that bolt is definitely a factor. Don't like that happening, so I'm gonna cut a little piece out of this air box just to see if we can get that to stop happening. Most of these cars have cold air intakes with the short shifter. They don't have that problem. But since this one has the stock air box, we got the problem. So let's see what we can do about that. And that was my solution for that. So we'll have a little air tube guide leakage there, not much. All of the turbocharged intercooler piping is on. The exhaust is bolted to the turbo flange. We got the relays in place. That thing is properly in, and it sits pretty good. So we are adding fluids. We've added the coolant, got the new improved oil dipstick in. I think this dipstick reads about a 1/2 quart high, so you want to run your oil a 1/2 quart higher than on the dipstick. We got this air pipe in, missed a little cut right there. Everything is off of the shifter linkage, and man, really all we need is a battery on here and we could crank this thing. But we're going to take a little lunch break. We got the fuel system, is being upgraded. So once we run that line back there and put that relay back there for that modification, we will be done, ready to start it. Make sure it goes into a couple of gears and then put some tires on it. You don't want to run your transmission, somebody told me, or your axles with weight on them. So these are kind of unweighted. We still need to torque them, but we can at least start it, make sure it goes into gears before we put the wheels on. Let's go take a lunch break. We are having food delivered, so we will do a little progress on here. We don't have any coolant leaking, that's good. We get all the turbo piping in, getting ready to run the wire for the fuel pump. From here, all the way back to the fuel pump. Let's get cracking. Yesterday we ran this red wire under the dash, so we're gonna open the door, pull the carpet back, and pull that wire all the way through, back to where the fuel pump is awaiting. Back from lunch, still running this wire. Got it through the grommet, running it through to the back. Folks, I believe we are ready to fire this thing up. We just got the fuel pump wiring done, dropped in the battery. We got everything still exposed back here because we want to test it, make sure we don't have any leaks and everything's working. And I seen lights flicker on the dash. So, got to find the bolt for this, and then we'll be ready. We are like ready to go. We're going to prime it. I'm going to look for a fuel leak back here. Go ahead, prime it. You got it neutral?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Yep. Fuel pump worked. Did you cut it off or did it cut itself off?
It cut itself off.
All right.
Doing it again?
Yeah, do it 3 times at least.
2.
Dang, it's cutting that off quick. Do it 5 times and then try to start it. Hey, I don't see any fuel back there. Contact.
Go. You want to open up? You have to open it?
No, it's full. Hold on a second. I hear a lot of fluid moving. Just wanted to make sure none was moving on the ground. Probably just not plugged in. Let it run at least a minute before you shut it off so we don't get lawnmower syndrome. Let me plug the coolant in, coolant bottle.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, we had the coolant sensor unplugged, so we need to flash a tune on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook up my computer so we can flash a tune. And we need to top off the coolant. We are about to open up Tuner Pro and flash a tune on this baby. Woo woo. We are flashing the tune with battery low voltage warning. So we got a boost box on it and we keep restarting the boost box. Get this flash done. See your tax up at 700. We are gonna fire it up, people. Fired right up.
That sounds better.
We got lots of lights because we have no serpentine belt hooked up. Let it run for a minute, shut it down, and hook up the serpentine belt. We got all the lights. All the lights. Got the serpentine belt tensioner in. We got the first start out of the way. We topped off the coolant. We flashed the tune. We are torquing the wheels on. We broke the tab off of the relay so we can have cruise control. Then we're going to torque the CV axles. Basically done with most of the work. We got some cosmetic stuff to do on the inside. And then we're all done. We'll take it for a test drive. Do a data log for the tuner, and this car will be off to the races. After, of course, it had an extensive alignment. Sebastian in here talking about a warranty. Man, your warranty been gone for 30 minutes. We are cleaning up, packing up. The trunk is almost put together. Got to put the rear bumper on before we can finish that. We're also putting on rear floor mats. And this is why we were replacing the carpet. Somehow it got bleached and burnt. You know it's stiff when you got one side jacked up and the other side is off the ground too. Yes, sir. Ooh-wee. Look at that. Man, oh man. About to get set on the maiden voyage. And do our baseline data run. Yeah, absolutely. And we're recording, folks. Let's get cracking. He can't believe it. With the short shifter. With the short shifter throw. Whoop, whoop. We got 2 gears, folks. 4 gears working. No coolant light. We are tipping and rolling and tipping. Woo, woo. As you can see, got Sebastian's car off that rack down the road, and he is enjoying it. Man, it's kind of surprised that he wanted me to drive that thing to his place. About a half-hour drive. Car drove like a dream. I really like those BC coilovers. This is the first one that I drove that I actually kind of like the short shifter, so maybe that's something I could get used to. That thing went well. Transmission shifting great. Everything's real nice about that car. You know, you put some money into a car like that, and you have a car that, if you had to go buy a car like that on the market, you'd probably spend $20,000-$30,000. So you definitely save by building it yourself if you don't have to pay a normal shop, you know, $150 an hour or more to build that thing for you. I know people that buy a BMW, have it restored by a shop, man, they may be into that thing 20-30 G's on an old BMW getting it restored. But anyway, got Sebastian's car rolling on to helping the next person, and we're working on an S70. So I appreciate y'all watching, appreciate your support. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I hope you have a good week.